Hi, I'm Drew Bender, and I am a Vice President of Midland Trust Company in our New York Regional Office. I have several roles here, including Senior Trust Officer, Relationship Manager, and Business Development Officer. Since joining the organization in 2013, I periodically get asked by folks who have known me throughout the more than 3 decades I've been in the trust and wealth management business, how did you end up working on court-supervised medical malpractice settlement trusts and personal injury property guardianships? And when they ask me this question, I tell them the truth. In July 2009, my younger daughter was injured in a quasi-medical malpractice. She is a complete paraplegic. She cannot move or feel from the waist down. Her injury was not only devastating to her, but to the entire family. And a few years after this happened, I initiated a lawsuit on her behalf. After her suit concluded, I began looking into how many children get injured each year in the U.S. from drugs or medical malpractices, or because of some other reason that results in a personal injury. And I learned that the numbers are somewhat staggering. And so I wanted to work in this space to see if I could somehow give back or help other parents and families who have experienced this. After getting my daughter back in the game, which took a couple of years, I began to think about what happens to all of the lawsuit settlement proceeds, the hundreds of millions of dollars of settlement proceeds and annuities paid out to those kids via their parents. Who is taking care of these kids and their families? Who is taking care of the precious dollars they need for their medical needs and just to survive? And after doing more research, I learned that in New York, among other states, there was and remains a great need for experienced personal trustees with true understanding of the emotional roller coaster families deal with when a child is severely injured, whether a birth injury or some other medical malpractice or a personal injury. I thought about my daughter. I thought about all we struggled to make sense of what happened to her, the stress, the questions, why, how did this happen? And then all of a sudden, these families receive a boatload of money from a settlement lawsuit, which brings its own stress. And if you blend in the courts and Medicaid and the need for ongoing therapies, medicines, care plans, nurses, aides, taxes, annual accountings, and everything else, the stress level can go through the roof. So that's why I got into this business, and that's why I joined this trust company, to help parents and children and families deal with the stress and all the rules around the legal settlement, the money, the trust. There is a real need for trustees who have empathy as opposed to just sympathy. When I meet prospective clients for the first time, it's usually a parent of an injured child, it's usually a stressful situation, and I talk about how we approach the business of serving as a trustee of a supplemental needs trust, which I know they have heard before from others. But when I share what I have to offer with them, they understand that I understand what they're going through. I went through it myself. It resonates with them. They realize they can speak openly to me about their feelings, frustrations, wants, and needs. They realize they're speaking to someone who has been there, and they realize Midland Trust Company will be a trustee who can offer them all the bells and whistles other corporate trustees can offer, alongside a significant dose of compassion and empathy. And when they understand how truly different we are as a trust company, I feel fulfilled in some sense, knowing we could really help them, and then I've done my job.